Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Let me start out by introducing myself to the ones that may not know me. Name is Greg Wise, and I'm the CEO, president of Greg Wise Realty and broker of the company. Today, I'm going to kind of tell you a little bit as to why I feel like I'm the best broker in terms of dealing with athletes and athletes across the country. But make sure you tune in the next time because I'm a segue that into explaining, talking to you about Yates basketball, which I feel like is the best inner city school in the country, uh, the best basketball uh, school in the country. So make sure you tune in. I don't want to go too far into that. I'm gonna spend just a couple of minutes on this, and then I'm gonna go into that quite a few times in terms of Yates basketball because you can't get that in one segment. So it'll be quite a few segments on that. But in terms of being a broker for athletes, which I am, obviously I deal with Houston, all over Houston, and inner cities, central Houston especially. Um, but just to give you an idea of why I feel like I'm the best in terms of athletes today. Um, athletes today, you got one of the main things that they looking at is they want their privacy, man. So the reason that they get their privacy from me probably better than anybody else in the country is because I've already, I grew up around greatness. I grew up around greatness in my neighborhood in terms of athletes with Jimmy Blacklock, Stretch Campbell, George Walker, and even Ollie Taylor, who was at University of Houston, but playing at the same gym I grew up in. So then, I segue from that, and I get a look pretty good in basketball myself, and so I go from that into uh, playing pickup basketball and playing with Clyde Drexler, Hakeem Olajuwon, uh, John Lucas, Ralph Sampson. All those guys are playing in the same together in the same summer with me every summer. So then I also get to where in coaching when I get to that later, but I coach in the Michael Jordan's Jordan Classic, and I'm coaching people like Kyrie Irving. So then, James Harden is in Yates Gym playing around us. Clyde Frazier, Walt Frazier, who maybe you young people don't know, but in my top 20 in terms of all time, and especially in terms of top 10 in terms of point guards. I'm talking with Michael Jordan in terms of having a real conversation in terms of greatness and work ethic and all of that, those kind of things. So I say that to say is if I get around a first round draft pick or a great player now, he is not any greater than people I've already grew up with and played with and have friendship with. So I say that to say that's the reason why I can keep their privacy. They don't have to worry about anything they say around me going anywhere because I'm not about to, I have no need to go brag in terms of, man, I'm with him, he did this, we did this, and I grew up around it. So your privacy can't get no better than it is around me. And by being around those guys all my life and growing up with them, I have no problem with being as direct and honest with you as possible. If you're an athlete and you're wondering about is he going to be tell me what I need or is he going to tell me what I want to hear? No, I'm going to tell you what you need. I'm going to give you the best. And when I'm working for you in terms of a home, you're not getting a broker slash realtor that's well, he has millions of dollars. He can pay whatever he wants for a home. No, I'm going the exact opposite. He has billions of dollars, but he worked hard for that. I understand that. He worked hard as he can for that money. So I'm gonna get you the best deal you can get. if you got that kind of money, then there's no problem with you being able to go in and for me to negotiate the best deal for you that you can get. And so I'm the exact opposite in terms of you spending money, not thinking, well, he can do whatever he needs to do in terms of money. I'm thinking of the exact opposite in terms of the best deal I can get him to save the most money that he can save so he can do other things with that money instead of just giving it away because he got it. That's why I set myself apart from everybody else. When you look at being able to tell him no, one of the things, again, one of the things I admire the most for you guys that don't know Eric Thomas, which I feel like is probably not many, but Eric Thomas is the GOAT in terms of motivational speaking. But I can be around anyone. What impresses me most about Eric Thomas is not that he's the GOAT, which is very impressive now. Come on, the best in the world. But what impresses me most about him is his work ethic. He'll tell you in a minute, you will not outwork him. And I'll tell you in a minute, you will not outwork me. Now, I'm going to work smart, but you will not outwork me. If I'm working for you in your home, you will not outwork me. Another realtor will not understand the ins and outs in terms of how to deal with what this athlete really needs, what's he want in a house, his privacy, little things in terms of just keeping his privacy even when he purchases the home. You will not, let me say it again, the most thing I'm impressed about E.T. is not his greatness in terms of being the best, it's his greatness in terms of being the best worker. And that's what impresses me about myself. I'm the best in terms of understanding how to get you the best deal. I'm the best in terms of understanding how to work for each individual client into what they need. And so if you got any questions on that, feel free to hit me up. But make sure you listen next time, because I'm going to go into a different deal in terms of Yates basketball and explaining how that started in the beginning, which I've never really done before. But I think it's time for everybody to understand why I feel like we have the best basketball program in the country. Thank you. Have a good day.